Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Alex, and today we're talking about Mount Ephraim. The book of 1 Samuel opens up in telling us a story of Samuel's birth. Samuel, if you don't know, is a figure who, in the narrative of the Hebrew Bible, plays a key role in the transition from the period of the biblical judges to the institution of a kingdom under Saul, and again in the transition from Saul to David. But the book of 1 Samuel sets the stage for our mountain conversation today. It reads in 1 Samuel 1:1. There's a certain man from Ramathaim, a Zuphite, from the hill country of Ephraim, whose name was Elkanah. And now Elkanah had his wife, whose name was Hannah. And Hannah was unable to have children. And this rocked Hannah's world. Her identity was shaken. The Bible even says that another woman would provoke her only to make Hannah feel even more empty inside. Hannah prayed and prayed and prayed. She begged and wept before the Lord. In 1 Samuel 1:11, she says this, "And she made a vow, saying, 'Lord Almighty, if you will only look at your servant's misery and remember me, and not forget your servant, but give her a son, then I will give him to the Lord all the days of his life.'" She's virtually saying, "Remember me, O God, and I will entrust back to you what you've given to me." A beautiful posture and prayer for the things in our life, even our own children. I want that posture, don't you? One that says, this life is a gift given to me, and I'm going to give back to what God has entrusted to me. To view my life as a gift from God causes me to be in awe of the God who gives. And Hannah was in awe of the gift that God has given her, in this case, a son named Samuel. Hannah followed through with her promise. In verses 28 and 27, it says this, "I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. So now I will give him to the Lord, for his whole life will be given over to the Lord." And he worshiped the Lord there. Hannah entrusted back to God her son Samuel, and Samuel's life is evident of such sacrifice of a mother. As I think about this story, it makes me consider the things in my life. Now, I personally have kids, but maybe you don't. What does it look like to see the things that God has entrusted to you and give them back to God? Seeing the things in your life as a gift and saying, "God, you've given me these things, and I simply want to acknowledge that you are a giver of good gifts. And I want to give back to you what you've already given to me." I want to have the same posture in my life that Hannah had for her son Samuel. There's a theological term called reconciliation. This term virtually means two things that were once together, separated, and then being brought back together again. It's most evident in the amazing gospel record where Jesus died on the cross for our sins and brought back together, entrusted back together what was torn apart. Every time we bring back to God what is His, we are practicing the way of Jesus. And as we do what Hannah did, we are in some ways doing what Jesus did, reconciling what was lost, entrusting back to God, bringing together two things torn apart. What things in your life? Your money, your assets, your family, your dating life, and relationships? Do you feel challenged today to entrust or reconcile back to God?